Hello, everyone. Welcome to Scarlet Republics. I'm Colonel RPG, and thank you so much for joining me for a sneak preview of a game that is still in development. So I have a link for you in the description if you want to check out its Kickstarter campaign. It's got 7 days still to go as of the time of this video going up, and I'm here to check the game out. So this is supposed to be a game made by fans of Divinity, Fire Emblem, and basically tactical RPGs, and it's set in a setting, it's the original setting, inspired by they call it the Italian Renaissance, I believe is how it's pronounced. I don't know why it's a French word. It's Italian. I don't know if it is a French word now that I think about it. And it's got a really interesting art style. It's got a really interesting writing style. So we're gonna, get to do a little bit of combat, do a little bit of reading, and get to know these characters. Ilario over here says, "Commander, Master Remo, allow me to formally welcome you to the Rovale de Mesne." Lord Ilario, the pleasure is all ours. Yes, after so many years among savages, I suspect it's quite the sight. No, a shame that it's currently sullied by insurgents. That's why we're here, my lord. Excellent. Now, how will you read me of these vermin? Allow me to draw your attention to the map. So, Lord Ilario, we will begin by engaging the rebels in the forest alongside the village of Terfazza. Huh. They're cedarless scum, but better organized than usual, which has the Senate nervous. Usual? Are you often plagued by uprisings among the cityless? It is not as uncommon as one could hope. No. And why do you suppose that is? Master Remo, the cityless of Rovale have it better than they deserve. They have food, shelter, they can even achieve citizenship if they serve their lords well. Our city is built around its cultural life. We have the finest restaurants, the grandest theaters, the most daring tailors, not traders, although maybe traders as well, all of who require grains, grapes, wool, and wood for our demesne. Thus, we require a lot of cityless to work the farms, mills, and vineyards. It is the Rovali way. It always has been, and if the cityless don't like it, well, then they're free to move. I am gonna appease him. It's a harsh life, but fair, says Valeria. Only rabid dogs bite the hand that feeds them. Yes, and these are more rabid than most. The amount of coin they have cost us, the fields they have burned down. Do you know how many years it takes to cultivate a vineyard to its full potential? Not to mention the disruption of trade. Vineyards have never been my area of expertise. I just like to drink the wine. Well, there won't be much wine to drink if these bastards have their way. They seem to relish the smell of burning money. And what are their demands? Madness. Pure madness. This uprising started like they usually do. A few strikes, the beating of a foreman. Lord Galiro should have been able to handle it, but the fool went and got himself killed. This leader of theirs, Lino de Free... No, actually, that's Lino the Free. He calls himself the pompous peasant. Regrettably, does seem to be more technically capable than the regular riffraff. Galiro's heir and family were taken hostage, the castle taken, and every citizen on his land unable to flee. He got a simple choice: submission or the guillotine. And now they dare threaten to bring this ultimatum to the rest of Rovale. The arrogance. Wait, you're telling me the rebels took a castle? Yes, Castle Galiro. Quite regrettable. They used that foothold to capture most of the lands that once belonged to merchant lords Galiro, Liberilo, and Facrizio. You really do need our help. We do, although it pains me to say it. Father would have offered them a peaceful resolution, but now? This is an insult to the proud city of Rovale. There is nothing left for them but death. Castle Galiro makes this interesting, but not to worry. We know our work. After today, you and your father can worry a little less. While we strike the rebels in the forest, your forces will hammer them up northwest. Will my lord be leading the charge himself? I'm afraid not. The heir of the princedom can't very well go and get stabbed through by a hoe. Captain D'Angelo will command the Rovale forces. Having pushed them back, we shall strike in force at Castle Galero. Together, With this captain of yours, they will be demoralized, bleeding, and cut off from supplies. Taking a castle is never an easy task, but my men have a few tricks up their sleeves. Also, it's not just men. As I've played the game a little bit, I know how to play it, because this build that I have doesn't have a tutorial. So I will be showing you more or less how it works in my first impressions as well. Sounds simple enough, says Hilario. Always does, but even the best plans rarely last once men start dying. And should something fail, I'll improvise, says Valeria. Confident, I like it. I look forward to seeing what this company of yours can do. Now, Miss Valeria, normally I would counsel mercy, but this time I fear we need to set an example. Uproot this rotten tree and burn it to cinders. I know a little bit of what is to come. A little bit, I might be wrong. So I'm going to try and fight as little as possible. I'm pretty sure we're still going to have to fight. But this game has this sort of like options as you can see right now. I'm not really sure what the effects are in this particular conversation. But the developers do note that they like choice-driven stories. Or at least that's what they they note that in the Kickstarter campaign page. So if you read there, if you go there and read, you're gonna be able to see what I mean by this. So I'm getting the vibes that the Banner Saga has in terms of, you know, the consequences or potential consequences of what your choices go or what you do here with your choices. I'll say this. I'll do this my way. I'm paid to get rid... That's not the right paid, is it? Maybe. To get rid of these rebels for you, so that's what I'll do. But if you want them savaged, best you find a hound. So long as you see them dead. The crows will feast, sure enough. In war they always do. Now I have a rebellion to end. We do indeed. And here we are. We still have a dialogue in front of us, but this is Valeria. Report, she says. Leonardo, these woods are quite beautiful, no? The brimming with rebels. I've done some scouting, Val. The rebels have raised a small wall around their encampment, with only one gate. It's narrow enough that a small force could hold it for a long time. A small force can be blown up, Miss Carmen. Hypothetically, of course. Gaspar. Or if we can lure them out, I can lock them down with biters. That's a weapon that he has. I'm not really sure what it is. I thought you ran out of biters. The Rovali quartermaster is a most gracious gentleman. My stock is overflowing. By the gods, but it's good to be home. Good. What else, Carmen? Beyond the gate is their main force. Oh, was that Carmen talking? I think it was. We could storm the camp. Or blow it up. We'll find a way. We always do. I've got a lot of I've got a look of some of these rebels. Don't look like much, says Rafaela. Never underestimate an enemy, Rafaela. Rusted steel will kill you just as dead as polished if you slip up. I don't slip. What do you say, Commander? Let me lose? Just follow orders, girl, says Brunella. Ladies, leave some for me. And there's Jacopo over here. Commander, the rebels are stirring. If we want any gains at all from surprise, I suggest we move now. Right, Jacopo. Captain, I'll sound the attack. Good. And Leo? I can choose a strategy. Am I Leo? Am I playing as... I thought maybe I was playing as Valeria. But now I can go easy on the rebels and... contract disregarded. Reputation increases. And this gives me money. Well, because this is just a first look, I'm gonna go easy on the rebels. Also, hopefully they won't have to fight me as much. Or I won't have to fight them as much if I go easy on the rebels. We're here to win the campaign, not water the fields with blood. Give them a good scare, but if they break, let them run. Understood, Commander. I'll let the men know. Maybe if we kill their commander, the rest will scatter. We'll see. Black Wings, time to celebrate our homecoming. And the objective is to defeat all enemies. Now, we start in basically turn-based mode forever. And that's where they are. But we're not in combat right now. So let me just get my team over here. And that way we can observe the start of the combat. I'm not really sure how it's gonna start or when it's gonna start. But I also... yeah, we're still not in combat. I also want to go and show you the character screens over here, because we have all our characters. Do we see their names? Yes, Raphael over here. She is, it says over there Prodigy, but I'm not really sure if that's the classes and stuff like that. But I get serious sort of Dungeons and Dragons style vibe from the way the combat works. I'll show you in a little bit. But these are our attributes, and I'm not really sure about a lot of the stuff because, you know, it's just a first look. Legionnaire. Yeah, the most important thing at the moment is to look at their... What is that? A blunted plate. Cool. Is to look at their equipment, because you don't want to have your archers at the front, or Gaspard over here. Gaspard is a sapper. He uses a crossbow, or what looks like a crossbow, actually. Let's see. Is that a crossbow? It is. But he also has the... I can't choose it right now, so we're gonna do this like this. So, the way the game works, you have one movement, and we're in combat, and you have one attack. So what happened just now is we used our movement. The game, I'm not sure if it shows down here. I haven't looked very hard. I was just trying to learn it by myself. So we need to end the turn after every one, because there's that thing over there. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. It's that thing down there, most likely. That's the morale, I think, or like resisted. So I think that was a poisoned attack, potentially. This over here, who is this fella? Jacopo. He's a shape mage. Now, this guy has mend. And I think he can't heal himself, but he can heal his allies. So I'll just go over here, and I'll actually pay attention to... this costs stability, so I think that is stability over there. I'll go ahead and heal right now. I'll pay attention as well to... certain abilities have charges, so you need to be careful with that. So we can't do much, although we could charge, which is that dash. I don't know if you need to do that after. It's a very fast one. You're the biggest, the most armored one, aren't you? Why can't I dash? The soundtrack is very, very interesting. I really like the vibe, and I like the nylon stringed guitar over here. Really sweet sounding. So we can't dash right now. I think so. Only some of us can do that. I'm pretty sure the ones at the front can, and I just didn't do it because I am a scrub and I'm not very good at the game. But it's new. So one thing the game lets you do is it lets you do this. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it? You can just choose where you want to go, and it tells you if you have range or not. There's also another shortcut key. I believe it's the Alt key or something, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I ruined it. It doesn't matter because we wouldn't be able to do much. We wouldn't be able to attack. But I think there's another key that allows you to see who's going to be able to attack you or whatnot. Ooh, and now we have our Prodigy. Now, that's Raphael over here. She has a Mage Blade. So the way she works, as far as I can tell, and the different classes, we have a bunch of different classes here so we can see a lot of different styles of combat. But the way she works is she has these, what is it called? Shifts. It's like, it's a hawk shift. I'm not really sure what that means, but I probably should have activated the movement already. That reduces attack but increases evasion. This decreases evasion but increases attack. So, it decreases movement as well. You can remove it by that. It's a free action, so you can do it however you like. And she has the dash as well. And I have hiccups, but that's just normal. 82% chance to hit. Let's go for it. Can we zoom in, by the way? I never tried it. Oh, yeah, we can. Look at all the details. I haven't tried this before. That grass is interesting. Anyway, this is not a game that's meant to be played too zoomed in, I don't think, because you need to have an understanding of the battlefield. I probably should... I wonder if I can disable the shift immediately, as soon as I attack. So over here, we have Valeria. Now, Valeria has an amazing sword. And she also has some pretty good armor, so I can live with her taking damage. Let's bring her up here, so I can let, you know, because she's very far up. Let's get... Yeah, she also does that. I'm not sure why that attack is so flashy. Literally flashy. Oh, the archer. What is that? That's a miss, is what that is. So I can still do that. And let's see. Yeah, this doesn't seem to be like a health bar or anything. Of course, I can open this and see that. I believe that is the stability. So we can't do anything from here, but we could also attack if we want to, which I sort of don't, but I also sort of do. So let's move over here, make sure I can. Yes, I can. Ooh, can I stack those? I can stack those abilities. That's really cool. Okay, it's pretty good. So we're back up to full strength. And the reason why I'm being careful with being at full strength is because that's not the last battle. Let's see. So over here we have our friend Leonardo. Leonardo has a massive weapon. And I'm not sure if that's a range weapon or not. Or a reach weapon, I should say. It doesn't look like it. So, well, that's a miss. It's kind of unfortunate. En garde. I'm not sure what that does. Engage an enemy in a duel. I think that might, like, force them to attack him, which is probably a good idea. And then we have Brunella, and she has a warhammer, or a war pick. That does not look like a war pick, but sure. Maybe they well, actually, now that I think about it, they do have interchangeable names. And reaction stance. She has stances. She also has the taunt, which is pretty decent. Ready yourself to attack an enemy that moves within range. Now, that is important. Unfortunately, her range is quite limited in the diagonal sense. So, we're just gonna do an attack there and hope for the better. And now we have our ranged combatants. And this is our crossbowman that looks like it doesn't have a crossbow. It really does look like that's not a crossbow. Well, you'll see. You'll see what I mean. That one's 69% chance to hit. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a rifle? Nice. Okay. That's a kill. And we get a little bit of experience on a bar heretofore unknown. Our mage is taking damage. Or our healer is taking damage. That is really bad. We don't like that. That is a thing that we do not like in general. Let's see. Should I attack you? I should. And we don't like that because the healer can't heal himself. As far as I can tell, anyway. So, she's now a little bit on the slow side. Let's get you back here. Oh. Sorry about that. She's gonna be fine. I think. So, what happened there was an attack of opportunity. Which basically means that once you're engaged in combat with somebody... Oh, that's a miss. That is actually... It's pretty bad. Oh, they're going for a healer. That is pretty bad. Oh, that is a miss. I can't believe I did that. So yeah, the way that works is you can't heal yourself. However, that gives me the opportunity to show you the disengage. And the way disengage works is it allows you to do the thing that I didn't do before, and it's very much like Dungeons and Dragons. And yeah, so we got a feint that allows you to disengage as well while attacking. I think that does all half damage. That's pretty interesting. The lunge makes an attack at an increased range that does not engage, and the riposte. Let's just do a kill here. Man, our misses today, really not great. Wow, yeah. Throw bitters. Throw explosive caltrops on the ground that deal damage at the end of the turn for any unit stepping on them. And also has a stunner, which is pretty cool, and a flamer. So these are grenades. They're pretty big, and they're dangerous to use right now, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to kill that guy back there. But our luck is just brutal. Brutal. He tried to move. Look at them doing bad decisions that I make as well. Okay, come on. It's not just the bad decisions, though. It was also the... I mean, it definitely was the bad decisions. But it was also the... my lack of luck. We're gonna get level ups! So, the way level ups work, as far as I can tell, is you get random stuff. You can't do anything with this. I'm not really sure what other things we're gonna be able to do, but... that's just... Yeah, we get things. And all that, of course, affects... the characters and whatnot, and in ways that I am not familiar with. So we're not gonna dwell on that too long. Okay, so you're good there. And the turn. So who else is remaining? So it's up here that you need to look at. It's that rebel over there. You can also see their stats if you want to, which is pretty cool. And for this combat, it doesn't matter too much, but for other combats that are upcoming, it might matter a little bit. Ah, there it is. Okay, so this guy, unless he wants to attack my... He does want to attack my healer. Wow. Wow, look at that. And Jacopo has leveled up. He's also very, very ill. He's just bad. Leonardo has also leveled up. Very happy about that. He is. And Brunella also. There we go. Our outpost is engaged with the mercenaries, Captain Sandro. So the bastards of the Senate finally decided to fight, eh? We'll send these mercenary lapdogs back to the city with their tail between their legs. Can we win? They seem to know what they're doing. Piss on that. I'll show you what the free can do when unchained. So, Sandro is mostly dead. His face disappears behind a veil of death. And I am wondering if I really did walk myself into a bit of a corner. And when I say a bit, I'm trying to minimize my failure here. Because basically that means that Piccolo over here, or whatever his name is, it means we're not going to be able to do anything with him in terms of combat. That said, I think... Oh, I pressed T too many times. You can press T however many times you want. For the moment, anyway. For this build, I don't think it matters. And this is what I was doing off camera, by the way, for that little bit of a start of the combat. The movement, I think, might be different later on, or you might move as a team, or you might move on the overmap, depending on how or what games they choose to take after in terms of interface. But for this game, or for this build, it's very much like this. But of course, this is like a special build that I was sent because the developers got in contact with me to show me their game, and so that I could show you their game as well. And of course, remind you of tell you, I suppose, and now I'm reminding you about the Kickstarter campaign in the link in the description. Oh, one thing that I'm doing wrong here is you definitely need to cleanse your thing. Actually, in this case, I probably shouldn't. I will engage the Sparrow Shift. And that means that I will be fast, and hopefully I will make up for the... Well, I definitely am making up right now for the fact that I was going around with the wrong shift. But yeah. So no, this is a bar. Look at that. It doesn't it doesn't deplete as I thought it would, because I thought it would be like a rev counter of sorts, but it isn't. It's a thing, and hovering over it doesn't do anything. So we're ready to start the combat now. This is a little bit different. Oh, you can't see their stuff right now. Maybe you can if I press C. Yes, I can. If I press C, it shows what... I don't know what is up here either. I haven't looked at it. Cool. But still, those guys, 2 of them are archers, and 2 of them are not archers. So, we have Leonardo over here. Leonardo cannot lunge. That's a good one. That is a great ability. Engage an enemy in duel. We'll make a counterattack if attacked. Let's go ahead and do that. You, slaver's dog! How can you sleep at night? Swathed in my cloak on the hard bed of my command tent. You're the one in command. Captain Sandro leads our group. He's shaking, Commander. Give him a good spook, he'll run. I'm gonna try to reason with the rebels. Step away from the gate. If you leave now, you may survive this idiocy. No! We've been slaves to the Senate too long. I'm gonna try to persuade him. Come now, that eager to die on my sword? Don't you have someone you need to return to? Someone more important than this lost cause? That's why I'm fighting. For them to... This isn't the first rebellion among the Citadelists, you know. How many has it been now, Jacopo? I believe this is the 3rd this decade, Commander. And that's supposed to make him doubt his thing? I suppose there's a reason to that, maybe. And how did the others end? Asks Valeria. Still blood and news is aplenty. See? Freedom is only found in fairy tales, but your life's very real. Don't waste it. You'd let us go? The smart among you, scoot. The rest, say your prayers. Oh, yeah, we actually managed to make them flee. That's good. When I was learning my game, actually, was it the archers that fled? I don't think so. This guy's an archer. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. So we need to be careful there, because the range of his weapon is going to be enough to reach there. So, but not... I don't think not enough to reach back here. So let's just send our archers up, and we can... oh, this guy doesn't have the thing. I'll show you what the... I don't remember her name. The other archer can do. she has a thing that allows her to attack. There it is. The knock arrow. What's her name? Carmen, that's the one. So she has a knock arrow, and that basically means that she can... ooh, this is sweet. That she can attack whenever they move onto the tile that she knocked the arrow on. 91% right there. Very nice. 1 damage, unfortunately. Yeah, I think there's one of them that's, like, really, really tough. Poison arrow! No! Ah, resisted the poison. But took damage. So, kind of shabby. What do I want to do? I want to go over here. I think I want to eventually go over there, but I'm not sure I can do that at the moment. So we're going to say hi to you. We're going to cleanse all the shifts. I think that is a good decision. And then I increase the attack. Our composure is taking a penalty, obviously. 100% chance to hit. 4 damage. Not great. And I suppose the ideal way to do that is to... Well, not ideal, but one way to do that is to cleanse the shifts every time. Ooh, that's interesting. And by doing that, you don't lose the defense or the evasion. So you give your turn to an ally that you can use this if you have already moved. So that's interesting. So can you... Is this an action? No, it is not. It's an action and a movement. It uses both. Okay. There we go. This guy now has a thing. He's complaining about things. What is that? So he's destabilized. Every stat is down by 25%. And he's also engaged, but that's, you know, none of my business, really. So that's that. I don't think I can move. It might be that the grid is... Yeah, the grid is all red. Or it looks like it is all red, but I think it's just because of the camera. There's a camera filter or something. So I think we're gonna be fine. Let's get you a little bit closer. It's dangerous because, of course, their archer can kill us. So let's see. So I can attack you here. I can do the on guard thing. I can do a melee attack. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna move you over here. So I'm not really sure how to identify if you are gonna be attacked. Maybe the game doesn't tell you that, if you're gonna be attacked or not. Yeah, I can't do it. I'm not gonna do that. If you... Why did I leave you back here? I'm so sorry. Did I mess that up? I think I messed that up. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to identify that. So, flamers. Let's see how that works. Because that sounds like a lovely time, doesn't it? Let's bring you in here, potentially. Yes. We also have the stunner. Stuns all units in the area. Maybe I want that more than the flamer. Whee! I think that worked. I'm not sure if that guy had his turn or not, but I think that worked. And now we have the knock arrow, but we're gonna try to kill him because I want people to get back to the archers as soon as possible. And the archer is... Oh, freaking hell. The archer knows what's up. Jacopo received a trauma. Something in the eye. I wonder what it is. It must have been the wind. And now we don't have a healer. Well, let's find out what happens with that. Also, I don't know if he's... Is he gaining health? I'm not sure I can look at his stats right now. I'll send you over there. And let you be for the moment. And I can't do much here unless there's a diagonal attack there that I don't believe exists. So that's it. I'm going to attack you here. I'm going to do the lunge because I want to see how that looks. That looks pretty cool. That's how that looks. And of course, because that doesn't engage, I can fall back just to my heart's content. And it's going to be fine. It's going to be all right. Wait, you go again? Oh, no, you're not the same person. So let's go with a flamer now that we have lost one of our friends. That is an explosion. He says something. I don't know what he says. What is he doing? Oh, he's getting revenge. I mean, fair enough, I suppose. Let's try and bring you down, though. See if I can do that before you have your turn. That is not the case. There's a lot of skull in your portrait, but that's not enough skull. We need more skull. Okay, down. Well, not down goes anybody, but it's not looking too great. at the moment. Let's attack you here. And you're dead. And I think RNG is paying us. It's not really RNG paying us anything, really. At this point, it's just we have very good chances to hit. Everybody's very... The thing is, I think the way it works is because they're so injured, they lose stats and whatnot, and they become easier to hit. And that, unfortunately, does mean that he's out of commission for this turn. What do we have over here? We have some friends, don't we? Well, let's find out what these friends have for us. We haven't done a dash yet. I think you can only do a dash after you move. Is that how it goes? They're not gonna talk? What jerks? They don't talk to me? Well, I'll show them. I won't fight them because we're out of time for the day. But mostly because we have seen what this game has to offer in terms of, well, what this game has to offer. It's not a game yet. It's in development. And what this game has to promise rather than necessarily offer at the moment, because, of course, you can't play it unless the developer send you something for your own YouTube channel or something. I don't know. They got in contact with me. Thanks so much for getting in contact with me. And, yeah, so thank you so much for watching as well. And don't forget to check them out in their Kickstarter page if it is up, and if it isn't, well, I'll look forward to the game coming out because it has already been funded. It's, I think, at the time of recording, I think it's like 400% covered the investment, or not investment. What is it called? I don't have the names up on my screen right now, so I can't tell you exactly how it is. But basically, the way Kickstarter works, you know, they ask for a certain amount of money, and then people pledge whatever amounts they want, and they actually pay rather than pledge. They pay, and it gets funded, and it's 400% funded. It's probably stretch goals and all that sort of stuff. So do check it out. But for right now, that's gonna be it. This has been Scarlet Republics. I have been Colonel RPG, and I really hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye bye.